Welcome to the Nintendo PowerZone, guys. It's your boy Nice1983 with a brand new unboxing video just for you. And today we have a figure that I've been looking for a while now. We have the 8-bit Toad Modern Colors. So this is by Jakk specific, and it is a Walgreens exclusive. So I've been scouring my Walgreens for a long time trying to get this bad boy. Finally added it to my collection. I'm a little bummed out. I wanted the classic colors, but I'm cool with the modern colors. Anyway guys, this is a great figure. This 8-bit style is just so prevalent now in, video game toys, and I love it because it's just a nice throwback to the heyday of video games. So I'm really digging this. So guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna break this box down and then we're gonna get this bad boy unboxed. So right at the top of the box, you have a great picture of 8-bit Toad in his modern colors. You have the World of Nintendo logo, and guys, pay real close attention because the box looks just like an NES cartridge, which is so clean. Anyway guys, right under all of that, we have the 8-bit Toad name. Right there you see Toad in the package. You have your Jakk specific logo, your Super Mario Bros. Logo, and guys, I forgot to mention, up at the top of the box, you have your official Nintendo seal of quality. Loving it. Alright guys, let's go ahead and rotate the box, okay? Alright, looking at the back of the box, and it looks really good. You have this great picture of Toad in his 8-bit style. But guys, I want to read this blurb right here on the back. 8-bit Toad. Toad is constantly at Mario and Luigi's side to complete the task at hand. He is cheerful, hardworking, and always willing to help. Toad does not have a good jump, but makes up for it with his blinding speed. Very cool. I love these little descriptions that they're putting on the back of these figures because you're really getting a little piece of this character's background, and I love that. I really do. These characters really deserve some kind of shine, and I'm glad that companies like PDP and Jakk specific are really showing these characters in a way that pays true homage to the games we played as kids. And this is a great representation of Toad. Toad doesn't get a lot of love. You know he's not getting any love from PDP anytime soon with the Pixel Pals line, so it's very awesome to see Jakk specific picking up the slack. Really is. Alright guys, as far as the rest of the box is concerned, you have your World of Nintendo logo, your Nintendo seal of quality, and at the bottom of the box you have the other figures that are available in this wave. Not a whole lot of 8-bit figures, it's just the Toad, but you do have some other cool figures there like the Boo and the Squid Kid. Alright, Toad is outside of the box, and immediately I am noticing some differences between the Toad and the other 8-bit figures in this Jakk specific line. The Toad is a lot more intricate as far as its 8-bit detailing. It's a lot more pronounced. The Mario didn't have this much layer to it. So this is actually really awesome to me. I think they did a much better job. You really notice it on the feet for the figure because there are layers on the feet, whereas the Mario figure was just like one layer and it was kind of awkward looking. This looks epic. I will say this though, Toad is a lot thinner than the Mario Brothers. Even though there's more layer to it, there's less figure overall. It's very weird, but it looks amazing. This looks incredible, and the paint application is very well done as well. This is one of Jakk Specific's best figures, and it comes in a very small package at 2.5 inches. Really appreciating the detail on this. So looking at the figure from the side, you can see all the layers that they used on this figure, and it looks really good. But you don't have any real detail when you look at these figures from the sides. They really only look good when you're looking at them head on, which is unfortunate because you think of things like the Amiibo, the 30th anniversary Mario, and the 30th anniversary Link figure that Nintendo made, and those figures are full 3D models of those characters, and the Jakk specific basically stops midway through. I really wish they had gone the whole 9 yards and done these figures in a complete 3D, 8-bit mold, because it would have been incredible. I understand why they didn't do it. They don't need to make as much money off of these figures as Nintendo does when it comes to things like Amiibo, but still, I really wish they'd just go all out. So like I said, there's nothing going on here in the back, and it kind of bums me out, but it is what it is. I get it. Let's just keep on rolling on. Alright guys, it's comparison time, and look who came to the party. It's the Mario Bros. So we have the 8-bit Mario and the 8-bit Luigi, both done by Jakk Specific, and they look really awesome standing next to the Toad. But what I really want you to take a look at is how much more intricate Toad actually is in comparison to the Mario Bros. There's not a lot of that 8-bit detailing on the Mario Bros. But Toad, he has it in spades, and it looks awesome. It really makes him stand out among the Mario Bros. But guys, let's keep on rolling with comparison time, okay? Alright, so I've pulled out both versions of the 8-bit Link, and still, even though Link is a lot more detailed than the Mario Bros, he doesn't compare to this Toad, and that's crazy. This Toad, it's just killing all the other figures from this line. I don't get it, but it really is. Let's keep moving on. Alright guys, we brought out the King of Kongs himself, Donkey Kong, and Donkey Kong is actually one of my favorite figures in this 8-bit line because of its sheer size and its 8-bit detailing. In fact, he's the only figure that holds his own against the Toad, which is saying a lot because the Toad came much later, and clearly by this point in time, Jakk Specific really figured out how to do this 8-bit styling. But just like the Toad figure, it is much thinner than the Links and the Marios. So it's a trade-off, but it's one that I'm comfortable with. I would rather have more detail in a thinner figure than less detail in a thicker figure, if that makes any sense. Either way, these all look really awesome standing next to each other. Love the fact that Jakk Specific is doing these kind of figures. I wish PDP would take a lesson from these guys and start adding more characters to their roster with the Pixel Pals line. Alright guys, it is score time, my favorite time. Why? Because I get to tell you whether or not something is worth your hard-earned money. So this guy is retailing at Walgreens because he's exclusive to Walgreens for $4.99, which is really reasonable when you consider, you know, a figure of this size. But let's start with its appearance and let's make a determination on whether or not this is worth your money. So as far as its appearance is concerned, it looks great. It really does. Now, it's not as highly detailed as the 30th anniversary Mario or Link amiibos, but this does a really good job, and it's much better than the other 8-bit figures in this particular line, which says a lot because it's a small line. They're 2.5 inches tall. They're not very big, but this one packs in a lot of detail, and it looks like that 8-bit Toad you remember from Super Mario Bros. It looks great. For its appearance, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 9. As far as its quality is concerned, it's a bit on the lower scale. It's not a vinyl, it's kind of a cheaper plastic, but these aren't, you know, toys that we're going to keep for long periods of time in my opinion. I think these are toys that, you know, could eventually get lost, thrown away, what have you. They're not top of the line, but they are pretty good. As far as their quality is concerned, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7. So we gave it a 9 for its appearance, and we gave it a 7 for its quality. So its final score is an 8, which is really good. Jakk Specific really stepping their game up when it comes to this 2.5 inch 8-bit line. I really wish they'd do this line in a larger scale, something comparable to the Pixel Pals, because I think they could really stand out and give PDP a real big run for their money. This figure gets our official Nintendo PowerZone seal of quality. But guys, it's time for me to let you go. But before I do, gotta hit you up with these social media links. You can hit me up on Twitter at Nice1983 or the official Nintendo PowerZone Twitter at NPowerZone. You can hit us up on Facebook, facebook.com/Nintendo PowerZone. If you're a fan of the Nintendo PowerZone podcast, you can always download new episodes on iTunes, Google Play Music, stream new episodes on Stitcher Radio. But if you want to watch us live, you can do that right here on YouTube, youtube.com/user/thearticle, THAARTICLE. And guys, don't forget, every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have a brand new unboxing video. So guys, go ahead, check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and watch out for Amiibo Hunters on the prowl. Deuces!